My name is Bob Trezise. I'm President and CEO of LEAP, Lansing Economic Area Partnership. Today we have a very special guest here with us, JV Anderton, who is partner with the Loomis law firm. And JV has played a very prominent role from the start. I think he is our star volunteer for a number of, well, at least the last 6 years, since really our new economy work has begun in our region, building an entrepreneurial ecosystem. And JV, thank you again for being here, and for you and Loomis Law being really an incredible volunteer, working with our startup companies, being a judge at all of our events, and being such an incredible support system for us. And I want to get your take on last Tuesday night. We had the Hatched, which is our big annual culmination, right, of our entrepreneurial winners from our monthly Hatch sessions, and they all get together, 8 of them. And I want to read what's happened so far. Since its inception in 2013, this is the 4th Hatched event. The Hatching and the Hatched have surfaced 413 new ideas in our region. They have spawned 62 new businesses, created more than 70 new jobs, and cultivated more than $1 million in follow-on investment in the Lansing region. And so, I mean, it's not only producing, JV, great business leads and obviously new businesses and employment, but psychologically it's a trigger for our region to signal to MSU students, to senior vice presidents, to deans, whoever wants to move and live and stay in our region, that we're a growing, aspiring, entrepreneurial culture, as well as building buildings and doing great in that area. So, JV, why is the Hatched event important, and why on a personal basis and from a perspective of Loomis Law, why is it critical that you're engaged and involved at the level that you are with this ecosystem?
From the Hatched importance level, I think at least to me, the real issue is helping move Lansing forward and moving these new jobs forward, these new opportunities forward, helping the vibrancy of the entire community. And I think long term, a lot of job growth is going to come from smaller businesses. And it's important that the community support that. I don't think it has always been strongly supported throughout the community, but I think that's changing. Yeah, this helps that.
Honestly, we've not. I would say Lansing, of course, Lansing's always been wonderful, but sometimes sleepy, maybe over the last 70 years. And I think we've had a lack. Why aren't we have the same assets? Why haven't we had the same growth level of a Madison or a Columbus or even a Grand Rapids and Ann Arbor? And I'm tempted to say it's been essentially because of our lack of a local wealth. That is an entrepreneurial, a real vigorous entrepreneurial culture, and we have to change that.
And I think Hatch does an excellent job at doing that. There's the monthly hatching event, and then it culminates in Hatched. I don't know what the turnout was, but 250 people probably on Tuesday.
I think there were 250 people, mostly young people.
Yeah, and everyone was excited. There was great passion in the room. It was a place where people wanted to be. So to me, that's very exciting. That's part of why I do it. Just the joy of watching people be involved and care about what they're doing. These are not people that are just slamming through 9 to 5 and come what may. This is what they want to do with their life. This is what they want to do, and they're pushing hard to make it happen. How would you not want to be involved with that?
There were 8 entrepreneurs that competed, and Even Glow was the big winner. Glow Shop, was the big winner, and they had a very sophisticated idea about lights, and it was very in artwork. So there were 8 entrepreneurs. 2 of them, by the way, were high school students, and they had risen through our annual LEAP Youth Entrepreneurial Expo. Mm-hmm. And I know that you've played a big role with that as well.
Again, I think it's important, and I think you start at a young age, and you bring them up to understand that being an entrepreneur is a perfectly legitimate job path. It may not be the clearest job path at any given point in time, but it is absolutely an acceptable and appropriate action to take if that's sort of where your inclinations lie. Going to work for a big firm is great for some, but not everyone. So if we make that I guess we help encourage people to do that and understand that at a young age. And hopefully it will foster more growth, more excitement, more passion throughout the community.
So we're talking to J.V. Anderton. He's a partner with Loomis Law Firm right here in the capital city. J.V., you've been volunteering for, I'm familiar, at least the last 6 years with you. You've been a judge at our business pitch competitions. Loomis Law has been a sponsor, and I think you personally too, J.V., have been a sponsor for a lot of these events, startup weekends, and many other activities. But also, you personally and Loomis Law have been very helpful and aggressive with us on providing actual services through our Lansing Proto program and actual counseling. And in fact, all 8 entrepreneurs Tuesday night, you were saying to me, has received counseling from yourself and Loomis Law.
Yeah, every winner of the hatching that was on a monthly basis, I think we're going quarterly now, I set up an entity for them. So the 60 whatever entities, I formed them all.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to do so. I mean, to me, it's all part of that passion and the drive to get the community moving in this direction, among others, and prove that this is a viable career path for people, and hopefully it will generate jobs for others.
Well, Lansing, in my judgment, it's a new Lansing. It's a new age. We've had 4 years of population growth. Last year, we had 4% GDP growth, which is double the national average and was the top GDP growth of any community in West Michigan. We're considered to be in West Michigan in this particular case. So, J.V. Anderton and Loomis, I want to say a huge thank you to you guys. It's about public-private partnership, and it's about those of us that have a huge vision and are willing to put money, frankly, but also volunteer time, and a lot of it, which I really respect because you're busy enough already, to build a new ecosystem, to give opportunity to anyone in our community who wants to start a business, who has an idea, who wants to become the next Bill Demmer or XG Sciences or NioWave or Neogen. You know, all of these are incredible national scale companies, and we can do it. People, just say it once again, you know, Larry Page of Google, he was in high school in East Lansing. He actually was in our community, and the ecosystem wasn't there for him when he was in high school. He didn't have a good experience. We don't want to lose the next Larry Page.
Sure.
So J.V. Anderton, thank you to you. Thank you to Loomis Law Firm. Good work is being done, and we thank all of our volunteers and companies. There's many who participate like J.V. does, and we're thankful to all of them. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.